Becky Duncan comes from rural East Tennessee. Tommy Henderson from inner-city Memphis. Though they live in different worlds, they share a similar desire to stop history from repeating itself. Both succeeded in overcoming the legacy of low expectations they experienced growing up. Now they've come home to fight the battle for the next generation.
This step from junior high to high school is a big, important step. But you have to remember, there are not very many successful people who are lazy or who lack motivation. I want you to remember that also the attainment of knowledge helps to spell success.
But achieving success in education is difficult without family support, a fact Becky knows firsthand.
When we moved to Monroe County and I came to Bonner High School, I set my sights that I wanted to graduate and I wanted to do well in school. And I did that, so I was the first in my family to graduate high school. There was a little bit of animosity in my family because of that. I think some were afraid I would take a big head. You know, I'd be too prideful about it.
If you go to family reunions that are very common in rural America, and you're a child, and you look at all of your relatives, and you're trying to be successful in school, no one there has a college degree. No one there has really been successful academically. And you talk about going to school, and all you hear about the bad experiences or the negative experiences. Then you give up a lot quicker than if you had a role model.
I was from a lower income family, and I know how I felt, and I see how these kids feel that come in that are from that background, and I speak to them in the sense that you hold your head up high. Be proud of where you are and know that you can move forward.
Moving forward in education is Becky Duncan's motto, a motto she's followed since walking these same halls, first as a student, then as a teacher, and now as the principal.
It's changing somewhat, but we still have to convince students now that don't have that inward motivation or don't have that from home, that there are opportunities there, but that you have to open yourself up to those opportunities, and education really is the key for them.
We need many folks like Becky Duncan that will go back to our schools, being successful, first of all, as a role model. Second, as a person that believes all children can learn. And third, as a person who understands the barriers that these children face and tries to put into play programs and tries to inspire teachers to help these children break through the barriers.
In urban Memphis, Tommy Henderson also experienced the legacy of low expectations. For him, there was a different understanding as to why they occurred.
Every experience that I had had led me to the belief that if you were going to an African American school, then you didn't have to do anything. That success wasn't something that occurred.
We don't have the signs up there, segregation, for whites only, for blacks only, and all of that. But we still have those social attitudes that communicate that. And it plays out in some of those messages that, come from the broader world into the school setting that says you're not quite as good as, and therefore we don't expect as much from you as we do from other people.
Tommy didn't expect much of his future until he visited East High School.
Little did I know that there existed a school like East High School that was a predominantly black school where success was expected. In that environment, it was unreal to see these young black children who believed in themselves, pushed themselves, worked hard for themselves, and wanted to be a part of the world.
There he discovered the power of high expectations.
Here at East, you had parents with high expectations, teachers with exceedingly high expectations, administrators who would accept nothing but the best, and students who did the same. And it was a cyclical effect that people believed in students, and students ended up believing in themselves. And I thought that is what made East, East.
His achievement at East's engineering program earned him a spot at Massachusetts Institute of Technology, one of the top schools in the nation. After learning that the engineering program that turned his life around was about to close, Tommy gave up a large paycheck to come home and save the program that saved him.
I came back to East because these children are just like me. They have the same background. They have the same issues before them. But I know that these kids are capable because I was capable. And because of that, I came back to help these students here have those opportunities, to show them how they could go about the business of being successful.
That means students like Barry need to work harder to succeed in Tommy Henderson's class.
Last year, I took AP Physics from him, and we met every day, 7 days a week. My Christmas break was taken. We did study sessions all day. We were at the library. Until the library closed, they had to put us out. It really helped for me to get into a college because most of the other students in the country and in the world, they're doing these things already at an earlier age. So coming from a school in Tennessee, we're already behind. So we have to do everything we can to try and make up for that.
Because of high scores on his advanced placement exams and excelling in a specialized program, Barry is closer to fulfilling his goal.
I'm headed off to college. I'm going to Johns Hopkins, where I'll be majoring in biomedical engineering, then hopefully to med school. And after that, no one knows. I hope to some research facility, some hospital where I can, do what I want to do and cure aneurysms or find a preventive method for them.
I don't believe that African Americans have this sense of we need to fail. But I do believe that a sense of you need to just be the basketball player, the football player, the baseball player, the guy who picks up the trash, the guy who's the maintenance guy. That's what you're most capable of. And when you talk to one of these kids and they recognize that they have a better chance of succeeding academically, it's extraordinary to them because they've never heard that before. When I see Barry graduate, I'm going to know that all of the hopes and dreams that I have for these students are about to come true.
Mr. Barry Jerome Barber.
I'm going to know that this young man is going to go out there and he's going to be one of those excellent individuals that we should all be trying to aspire for out of each child that attends schools in any part of Tennessee.